Critical update for Bitcoin. Let's talk about the details. Down 4% to 37,500. I discussed this hit on this resistance, line of resistance. When was this? Just a couple days ago, 1 day ago. About 650 of you saw it. Make sure you subscribe, turn on all notifications so that you can get the next key, crucial trade in on Bitcoin. This is London with Crypto Kingdom and Bitcoin Spike. The reason I brought it was so well enforced. Not sure anybody else in the market really caught up on this specific trend line. It's a cross trend line. A support to resistance, to attempted and failed support to resistance, to another attempted and failed support, and now recognized by the market. Very, very nicely done here as resistance. Very, very important. We'll talk about the lower time frames right now, essentially some of the patterns that are in play, to include a head and shoulders. We'll discuss this head and shoulders feature that's currently in play. First of all, very briefly, I want to invite you guys to join the VIP just for 1 minute. Just hear this out. In terms of joining, it's the top level of membership. We shout out to Angel, invested in Bitcoin since $7.79. Angel, my brother, how are you? Hope you had a great week. And he makes this his home. I'll just tell you, in terms of the VIP, it's the top level of membership, VIP. And it's just, that speaks volumes, Angel, that you continue to be involved with VIP and that you found this as your home. We're very excited. Basecamp, you guys want to start off? Please go ahead and join us. We would love you to start developing your trade game. That VIP is the backdoor access in terms of the exclusive charts, the information ahead of time. I let VIP know one of the charts I gave the VIP before the spill out here was this particular descending triangle, very bearish in nature with a fan formation. Essentially, these levels of support that we're failing to create that reversal in line with that head and shoulders as well. So as we would look at the current formation, let's talk about this head and shoulders formation. We have a real interesting dynamic currently in play as we would look at this specific line of attempted support, okay, which would be another cross trend line. It would be let's go into the 1 hourly real quickly. It would be, as we would look at this, let's bring this up into this zone. This prior resistance, what I'm getting out of this expanding diagonal wedge, this specific level of support, prior resistance, currently trying to hold in the market for the buyers, kind of a precarious measure to hold back those who are currently involved in a short. There is a downside target for those with a short currently at, and let me just go ahead and really make this exact as quickly as I can, but not to throw anything too slight. I want to be as specific as required. Let's say that. So let me get in exactly with these lines just to make sure you have as perfectly as I can achieve. And in terms of the requirements for the head and shoulders, we have an equivalent or symmetrical left shoulder. We have a head formation with a higher amplitude. We have, and by equivalent or symmetrical, we have that left shoulder balancing out with that right shoulder. Okay, so those are the requirements for the head and shoulders patterning. In terms of that reversal feature, in line with a host of other patterns that were in play that we were discussing in the VIP, we would note from the point of breakdown of that neckline, we would just note the full amplitude of the head to this neckline. The neckline is established by the pivots, okay, by the pivots between the two shoulders and the head formation. We would carry this down. Bam. We're going to be in between that golden pocket and that specific 78.6. So buyers are currently lined up across this prior resistance, attempting to hold as support, while you, and I encourage you to measure on your desktop in terms of that specific patterning formation. I'd probably approach it on the 30-minute if you are in the short on the head and shoulders. I think the 30-minute on the candles has a really good expression in terms of where you may be headed in the short or where your target is. Understanding a lot of the traders, I'll say a lot of the traders involved in a short right now probably have noticed this specific prior resistance to attempted support. It's a precarious line to hold. I'll tell you that. It's a very precarious line to hold. We have challenged that level of resistance multiple times across the top. So it's really going to be a demand function as we look at the uncertainty right now between the Ukraine-Russian conflict and world dynamics in play thereabouts, to include inflation, to include the Fed interest rates. A lot is in flux right now. So guys, I'll just tell you what I always tell you. Never be overexposed at any higher price. Always be prepared to double and triple down with heavy cash reserves. That is the name of the game. Heavy cash reserves available for lower price action always, but never be afraid of the market as well. We're here to trade, and that's why we're happy to bring you additional information. If you guys are prepared to join the VIP, you'll be joining a great group in the back. And I would just put out a warning in terms of any profile that looks potentially like this with the name of Jason's Lit. I'm not sure who this profile is. I have reported them to security. I do have information that they have dispensed or they dispersed my own teachings amongst other individuals and pass them off as their own. So be aware if you're in the community, if you're another influencer, if you have another channel, I want you to be aware of situations like this and individuals like this who may try and appropriate your own work as if it were their own. We're very protective of our VIPs in the back, and that's just not VIP. We all do our own work. Hit the like button if you guys have been around for a minute here on this, and I just appreciate you guys so much. We're looking forward to bringing you more signals in advance and just providing you that kind of perfect environment that we can on the internet as best we can with the Backroom Twitter Enterprise Security. We appreciate you so much, and I appreciate all you subscribers and base campers. We will be streaming tonight, okay? This is London with Crypto Kingdom and Bitcoin Spike. Make sure you have all those notifications on so that we can definitely get in touch and get on board later on this evening with a heck of a live stream. We look forward to it. And Angel, I hope you're there, brother. This is London with Crypto Kingdom and Bitcoin Spike. Excuse me. Pardon me. I am so excited that we were able to bring you this line of resistance, this hit. If you guys shorted, congratulations. A little bit choked up, I've been recording for a while, trying to get this out to you guys in a good take and waiting for the right moment to do it. So this is London with Crypto Kingdom and Bitcoin Spike. I'll rest up here for a bit and we'll get on with that live stream.